Hey everybody, it's me, Lindsie. I'm just making a small video response to Markiplier's video that he posted. It's titled Reading Your Tweets. It's Freak Out Edition. And it's and I will make sure I will link this to the description of his video. And what is it about is what Mark had said in his video that, and he reads some tweets that how fans react to him if he ever replies. Well, it's not just only for YouTubers, but it's actually on the people who are like considered to be famous. Like, for instance, my friend Domi, she goes crazy because this happened to her probably two times, probably even 3, and it's actually because of her favorite WWE Superstar Seth Rollins. And actually, I do have the part to be blamed for because I had to tell her about Seth Rollins. But the day when this is actually prior to Seth Rollins almost heading into the main roster, and it was Domi's birthday, and I think this is about 4 years ago, and she and probably a friend tweeted to him. Well, actually, the friend tweeted to Seth, and Seth replied back, and Dominique went completely crazy, and she really went into excitement. But she's not the only one who would go crazy. But yeah, yours truly here but I played it nice and cool, because I don't want it to look like an embarrassment like any other fangirl. What I'll do is I'll just like smile and go crazy a little bit. I'm like, oh my god. Like, for instance, I'll use their example, Chris Hero. See, this is what happens when you get a little flustered when you like somebody. What happened was I ended up tweeting him to a couple of times. We tweeted back and forth to each other a couple of times per year. Recently it happened, actually the one happened last year in December. If you guys don't know, December 24th, which is Christmas Eve, is also Chris Hero's birthday. So last year, despite I had a nasty arm pain and I was laying on my bed, so I used to film a video just to wish Chris a happy birthday and hopefully to have a great Christmas, because he goes back home around the season to see his mother. And even though I did not know at that time that his mother was not well until I found out that he was interviewed by an article, and I don't remember the article because I have to go dig through his Twitter page. Anyway, so I did not know that was going on, but however, I did get a little carried away around my birthday, which is May 6th. And what happened was, it was not just an ordinary Friday night. I mean, besides going out to dinner with my mother, turns out that that night it was Evolve 60. And if you guys don't understand, Evolve 60 is the name of the show for Evolve Wrestling. So it was Evolve 60, and Chris was wrestling in the show. The show takes place in Joppa, Maryland, and he wrestled against Zack Sabre Jr. And I was hoping if Chris does not win, I was like, if Chris did not win, I would be so mad. But sorry about that. had to deal with something. So anyway, so if Chris didn't win, I would not mention that it was my birthday, but he did, and I mentioned that, and I just sent out a crazy tweet. And somehow, I was telling my friend, I have another friend, Nicholas, I told him it was my birthday today, and somehow, I had a little, probably, I'm trying to figure this out. Somehow, Ethan Page, he's a wrestler. He's like a brother to me, sort of. Yeah, because he's already married. Somehow he liked my tweet, and somehow I'm pretty sure he's responsible for this, because I went to bed and after watching Evolve, and then by morning I had to use the bathroom, and I woke up and I see a tweet from Chris. I'm like, oh my god, he tweeted to me. I'm like, oh my god. I'm thinking in my head, that's gotta be, I'm thinking, did Ethan Page told him to go on to Twitter? I was like, oh my god. So, yeah. So, I ended up telling my friends and about this, my friend Valentina and my other friend Anne, and they were both glad. I was like, oh my god, Chris tweeted. I'm like, oh my god. So anyway, to anybody actually, before I get back to what I was gonna say, this is not just him. I mean, I had some others, including Kristen Alderson, who's an actress. I mean, she had done One Life to Live and General Hospital. Yeah. Hell, even we're making a mistake of her name. It's Chantella Grant, who plays Sonia Percy on NCIS New Orleans. She actually liked my tweets, and then the funniest thing is she ended up following me on Twitter. I'm like, oh my god. And the only time I only tweet was about is watching NCIS New Orleans. So yeah, she's on the show, NCIS New Orleans is, and I'm stunned. And though I never go crazy and all, but I'm pretty sure there are a lot of those who have been. But for me, I try to play cool, not to embarrass myself. So, if any way how it would be if I'm meeting anybody, either if it was Chris, Chantella, Kristen, even Mark, no matter what, I'll blush, but I'll stay cool. Oh, so anyway, so I mean, if there's anybody who I wouldn't meet, it'd be anybody who I really like. And sure enough, you can see me see I'm blushing again. And don't worry, it's not just any of those guys, even though it could be upon rare occasions. Mostly, often, it was actually because of, I'm going to end up saying this. There is one other person I forgot to mention, and he's going to be pretty mad that if I don't say anything. And that's Mike, aka Tim Donst. Right now, lives in Vegas. Lucky bum. Anyway, he actually followed me, and actually, this is a real true story. What happened was, it was about 3 years ago, and I was talking to my friend, Valentina, and suddenly I've been followed by wrestlers, and usually they follow me and then unfollow me, or they follow me, and that was it. However, one of them brought to my attention, and it was Mike. And, his Twitter handle is, T. Donst, and you can call him Tim Donst. Don't call him Mike, because he'll be pretty pissed, and he'll probably be mad at me, but sorry. Anyway, anyway, he felt, I was wondering what the heck's going on. And even though I was talking to my friends, and I was just telling them I was concerned about why Chris was not at SummerSlam in Los Angeles, like most of the NXT roster was. But I don't know why. He did not be there where Claudio is, because then I would tell my friend Naomi to go find him. So, push comes to shove, I find out Tim Donta's follow me. So, I went into this guy, checked him out, and realized, I looked into him, and I found out he was trained by Chris Hero. I'm like, really? Wow. So, push comes to shove, I ended up following him since he followed me. I was stunned that he ended up following me. So, since then, I looked into him, and I found out he was not that bad. And ever since then, sorry, I have something in my eye. Ugh. Sorry about that. So, since then, he and I really communicate as much as we could. I mention him sometimes, and he responds. But I think, even though right now he's in Las Vegas, and the reason why is because he's been under stress. And there's nothing much about with pro wrestling, but it's partly because of pro wrestling. But the other reason why is because he's going through a lot. His father, his sick father, had tried to kill his mother. His grandmother had just died, and I don't blame for him that he was under this kind of stress. But I'm just hoping. I did not want to say anything about that because I'm just hoping he doesn't do anything stupid. But if anybody shares this video with him, if you're watching this, dude, I'm sorry that you're going through it rough, and I'm going through a rough patch myself, and I'm just gonna be there for you. But I'm going through a really crazy tough time. Either way. So, for the bottom line, for all of you guys to understand, when you're meeting somebody famous, don't go crazy. And I think that's what Mark's trying to say in his video. Don't go screaming in his ear. I don't think you guys want to. Just play it cool, okay? Just say hi and don't go crazy. Jeez. If anybody who finds that out to me, somebody please slap me. I don't care if even it's my mother. But understand this. When you're meeting somebody, no matter what, just play it cool. And I think there is one person who could actually have that example, and even though I'm just going to mention him, is my friend Skits. He's known as Skits, but his real name is Patrick, and I found that out from his Instagram. Anyway, he met wrestlers, and there's mostly WWE. He's so cool. And, he's not just WWE wrestlers, even TNA wrestlers. He actually seen even indie wrestlers. Mostly he knows that, actually the funniest thing is, the two of us have a really common interest that we both like Chris Hero. Though he met him a couple of times. Actually, he's seen him a lot of times since Chris always makes the trip out to California for PWG. And Skits knows that I like Chris, so But no matter what, you always have to be cool. Don't go crazy. I mean, going crazy, that's being so much of a fan of a fangirl or a fanboy, if you how you see this. I mean, we're not in high school. I mean, really, we're not like in high school where all the girls go, "Oh my God, look at him! He's so like hot. He's a jock." Ugh. Believe me, I know that because I've been watching too much television, especially during the 90s. I mean, watching Clueless, I thought that was going to be a way in high school, but thankfully that did not happen to me. Even though it's another story I would have to tell. But I understand how Mark feels. That he just don't want anybody to go crazy. But sure enough, I don't do that. I play it cool. The only thing I do is I tell my friend Valentina, and she knows. Seriously, she knows. Some of my other friends would see it too. Actually, because tell you the truth. Actually, because it has to do with this past weekend. I decided to watch freelance wrestling, and I will include my video I posted on YouTube. If you guys don't know this whole entire situation, what happened this past weekend, Friday, I was really kind of bored, and despite I already watched Mark's videos already, and I also watched Team Edge. So, and I was also at the same time, I was highly mad because Chris was not wrestling because he got injured, and actually that happened because he was over in the UK, though he should have not wrestled the weekend and where he had to wrestle for AAW and Evolve, which I got really pissed that one, and I'm sorry if I'm swearing, but it's how mad I am. But I found out he didn't wrestle that weekend, and I found out Tim Donst was going to Vegas because of the stress he was going through. So I decided to watch freelance wrestling, and I found out because there's a wrestler I like Mr. 450, and I watched his match against a wrestler known as Joey Lynch, and I'm amazed how those two went at it. And to be honest with you, I have not seen him wrestle almost about 3 years ago because I was watching Chris is kicking his but I watched him beat Joey and was amazed. So I went on to Twitter, tweeted to Freelance Wrestling, mentioning about him, and the funniest thing after is like, what happened? And on my birthday, when I was watching the Vault 60, I'm like, oh my God. So that's how it is. I'm just gonna include the video that I had made. So, alright, well, this is the end. This is gonna be bonus number 3. Tomorrow I will have a new blog. Yeah, tomorrow I will have a new video blog. I'll be talking about I guess I'll be talking about I don't know what. I don't know. I'll think about this. I'll sleep about this tonight. And of course, you know what I'll be doing tonight? Tonight, I will be tweeting. I think which late show should I tweet about? I think it would be The Tonight Show or Late Night with Stephen Colbert. Well, you guys will have to wait and see, because usually I know how it is. Okay? I'll see you guys later in the next video.